Good morning, guys. You can see currently it's around 11:36. Yesterday, I didn't post the daily trade analysis of Nifty and Bank Nifty, so I thought of posting it today. And as soon as the market opens, is the first thing which I actually do is to plot the fib of the first candle as well as the 5 minute zone as well. And you can see here yesterday there was some sort of demand over here in Bank Nifty, and the price took some kind of support here, but it actually broke towards the downside, clearly signifying bearishness. And if you try to decode trade analysis of Bank Nifty, you can see clearly here this up move candle, which actually broke structure towards the downside with fair value gaps over here. So you can consider this to be a break of structure here. And you can see everything is in confluence, guys. Here you can see this 100 VWAP, the 9, the 21, the 100 moving average. You can see market clearly rejected price from this 100 moving average, clearly signifying bearishness. And and after this momentum, guys, you can see the last up move before this down move, which actually broke structure towards the downside. You can consider this to be the break of structure. And if you try to plot the fib levels, the common point between this to this, you can see the market came all the way to 0.711. But if you try to plot this from this high, guys, this actually, which actually broke structure. And if you see here, you can see how clearly price rejected from this 0.38 level over here, clearly signifying bearishness. This is the 0.38 level. And if you try to plot the anchor wave up level, the last down move before it broke towards the downside here, you can see after this the market couldn't even cross towards the upside, clearly breaking structure towards the downside, clearly signifying bearishness, guys. And you can see this retracement also, price couldn't hold above this 50 level. If you try to plot this zone over here, price was not able to hold above this zone, clearly signifying bearishness, and it couldn't cross this 21 moving average, guys. And it faced rejection over here and continued further towards the sell side. And you can see another break of structure here as well. And you can see the last up move candle over here. And you can see the market consolidated and tried to move higher. But you can see there is no fair value gaps also here. There was a little bit of fair value gap here, which market took out this liquidity over here and took again broke structure towards the upside. And if you were to look at long positions, guys, here, you could have easily traded in case if the market sentiment would have been bullish. The market, as soon as it broke, took support here and continued further like this. This is how the bullish sentiment of market will look like. But you can see after this bullish candle, market clearly closed below this candle as well, clearly signifying bearishness. And if you try to plot the fib levels over here, and you can see clearly here the market broke this 0.5 and 0.6 level, but couldn't hold the price and continued further selling towards the downside. And here you can plot, you can see the last up move candle, guys. This is the last up move candle. You can see how clearly the market came all the way to 0.46 level. If you try to plot this candle's fib extinction level, fib levels, or in case if you try to plot these levels, the common point between this, the common point between this to the common point between this, you can target all the way to 100% level. You can see how clearly the market came all the way to 100%. And from here is where the market took support and tried to head higher. But if you look towards the downside, you can see clearly the market came all the way to 2.68 level of this fib levels. And you could have tried till here also, guys. But what we need to see here is that here this impulsive momentum, which clearly was not that impulsive, which with no fair value gaps and clearly trying to break structure towards the downside. This is a break of structure. And if you try to plot the last up move candle before it broke structure towards the downside, you can consider this huge bullish candle actually. But you can see here the market came all the way to this gap level and continued further selling towards the downside itself. And if you try to plot, try to plot the high anchor way up level to the low anchor way up level, you can see these both are in confluence and market is trying to trade between these ranges only. And after this clear break of structure, guys, here you can see clearly You can see how beautifully the market actually broke here. And if you try to plot fib levels after this break of structure over here, this is the break of structure. And if you clearly try to plot the fib levels after this clear break of structure with fair value gaps, you can see how beautifully price rejected from 0.38 level over here. And if you try to plot the fib extinction levels, the common point between this to the common point between this to the common point between this, you can see you could have trailed all the way to 4.26 levels. Look at this, guys. First, you could have targeted this 0.26 level, or in case if you could have holded on to your trade, how beautifully the market came all the way to 4.26 level. This is how you could have targeted your profits, and you could have easily entered short position here and tried your stop loss, and you could have kept somewhere above this 21 moving average, and you could have targeted all the way here. Here you could have entered short position after seeing this impulsive momentum, this bearish engulfing candle. You could have entered here, keeping your stop loss just above that candle and targeting all the way here after this impulsive candle, guys. After you can see this, after this bullish momentum, market couldn't hold price, clearly forming another bearish engulfing candle, clearly heading towards the downside. Another setup is here, guys, the 0.38 rejection from this zone, which actually broke structure here. This is one break of structure over here. So you could have either entered short position somewhere here, keeping your stop loss about that candle itself, and targeting the 100% move somewhere here. You could have targeted all the way here as well, guys. And this is one beautiful trade where you could have taken long short position. And you can see if you try to plot the fib levels here, the high to all the way to this zone, you can see price rejection from 0.5 levels over here, and actually closed here also. And in case if you want to see clearly, you can see how beautifully price further faced rejection at this level over here. Price couldn't close at 0.38 level also. Seeing this bearish impulsive candle, also rejection of price from that level also, you could have entered short position. And if you try to plot the fib levels here, the common point between this to the common point between this to the common point somewhere between this, you could have tagged somewhere here. But you can see market didn't head towards the downside. You could have somewhere targeted to this swing lows, guys. But you can see the rejection of price also. And you can see how beautifully the market here formed a sort of chalk with fair value gap over here. And if you try to plot this impulsive momentum with fair value gap towards the upside, you can see the market was trying to hold above the 0.5 as well as 0.6 zone over here. This is the 50 level, and how beautifully the market is trying to hold the position. And if you try to plot the fib extension levels, the common point between this to the common point between this to the common point between this, you could have targeted all the way to 1.68 level, guys. This is where you could have easily targeted your profit. This is where you could have easily targeted your profit to 1.68 level, keeping your stop loss just below that candle itself. So stop loss is very important, guys, for you to take trades. So you could have somewhere kept your stop loss just below and targeted to this zone also. Or if you try to plot the anchor wave up level and you can see any support over here, you could have entered here also, targeting the 1.68 level, keeping your stop loss just below this anchor wave up level as well, somewhere between this also. This is today's, guys. This is yesterday's trade analysis, and you can see beautifully you could have taken 1, 2, 3, 4 beautiful trade setups, guys. And you can see how beautifully the market actually moved sideways also. And coming to Nifty, in Nifty trade analysis though, this live trade I have posted you guys, you can see clearly the market came to, we exited a position at around 2.68 level, and you can see how beautifully the market again came to 4.62 level as well. And you can see here, after this bullish momentum, the market was not able to hold price and faced rejection, and you can see how beautifully the market traded towards the upside, and price was not able to cross this level also. But let's see, guys, to Nifty trade analysis of what happened yesterday. You can see here in Nifty 50 trade analysis, first we'll try to plot the fib levels the Fib first candle and 5 minute zone as well. And you can see clearly the market is trading below the 200 moving average in 1 minute time frame. And if you try to plot the anchor VWAP level over here, this is the anchor VWAP level. And you can see beautifully the market was trying to take support somewhere here, consolidating. I think there is some sort of demand over here, I guess, previously. But let's not dig deeper into that. You can see there isn't any demand also. But you can see the market trying to break this high with a break of structure, clearly signifying bullishness. You can see the market actually broke this high with fair value gaps, clearly signifying bullishness after consolidation. So you can consider the last down candle as this candle to be the order block. And you can see the market again retraced back to 550 level. So if you try to the common point between this to this, you can see price rejection from this 0.38 level over here. This is a 0.38 level, and price took support somewhere here and trying to head higher. As you can see, this close of this candle also above this 9 as well as 21 moving average. Clearly, till now here it's sort of bullishness after this consolidation, but anyways, market is trying to trade below this 200 moving average, the 1 minute candles, Fib of 1 minute candle and 5 minute zone as well. So in case if the market sentiment would have been bullish, no guys, after this consolidation, market broke, took support from 0.38 level, closed above this VWAP as well as the the 9 as well as 21 moving average took support here and will try to clearly break towards the upside, guys. This is how if case if the bullish sentiment of market would have behaved. But you can see clearly after this breakout, no guys, market even broke the structure, closed above this zone, clearly indicating bullishness. And following candle itself, we can see bearish engulfing candle, guys. This is a very good manipulation, guys. You should be very aware of this kind of candles because this pattern will many times fall in. I have seen this kind of candle appearing many times. You can see after this consolidation breakout engulfing pattern. This candle is very important, guys, because this kind of structure I have seen it forming many times. So in case if you find this candle, you could have entered short position itself and you could have targeted. You can see clearly the market actually broke here, this structure over here towards the downside. And if you try to plot the Fib levels, Fib extinction levels, the common point between this, to the common point between this, to the common point between this, you can see clearly the 100% move over here. You could have targeted the first target over here and second target somewhere here. You can see how beautifully the market took support over here. This is the 1.68 level. Here, though, the market sentiment is bullish, guys, but you can see after this engulfing pattern, clearly the market came all the way down. So in case if you might have entered short position somewhere here, keeping your stop loss just above that candle and targeted all the way to 1.68 level here. And you could see clearly how price was trying to move below this 21 moving average itself. And this impulsive candle also, where price was not able to close above that zone, as well as rejection of price from this VWAP level as well as the 200 moving average level, and clearly breaking structure towards the downside. And you can see here this kind of bullish momentum also market didn't sustain because of this resistance and this strong zone, guys. Here you can see here the price rejection broke structure towards the up downside. Again, the market tried to head higher. Again, it broke structure towards the downside. Here, though, it clearly broke both structures, guys, clearly forming a chalk over here. You can consider this to be a chalk. And this one good impulsive momentum. And after this, you can see after this breakout structure, guys, if you try to plot the Fib levels here, the common point between this to the common point between this, you can see price facing some sort of rejection from 0.38 level, clearly signifying market momentum is clearly very bearish. And you can see after market trying to break structure, took support of this 9 as well as 21 moving average and continued further higher. This pattern you can see clearly forming here also. You can see market moving here, trying to take support and breaking towards the upside. The same pattern happened here. So market consolidated here, took support here and tried to break. And this kind of piercing pattern, clearly signifying bearishness. You could have entered short position here only, guys, keeping your stop loss just above that candle itself after that momentum. And if you try to plot the Fib extinction levels, the common point between this, to the common point between this, to the common point between this, you could have targeted all the way to this zone, guys. How beautifully the market came all the way here to the 4.2826 level. And you can see clearly the market even tried to head lower as well. You could have clearly made a good amount of profit here, guys. Or in case if you might have considered this zone, guys, in case if you consider the last up move before this candle down move, You can see market was not able to cross this 0.5 as well as 0.68 level, clearly indicating fib levels. And if you try to plot the fib extinction levels, the common point between this to the common point between this and the common point between this, here the common point, here the common point, and here the common point, you could have targeted all the way to, you can see the 2.68 level, guys. Look at this, how beautifully the market came here. This is the 2.68 level, or you could have targeted midway between this 2.68 level as well as the 0.38 level. You can see how beautifully the market came all the way midway between this. This is how the market had behaved, guys. So you could have anyway trialed all the way here as well, and you could have exited your position. And you can see here small bearish candles appearing, trying to trade below the 9 as well as 21 moving average, clearly signifying bearishness. And and you can see the market trying to break towards the upside and rejection of price over here. So if you try to plot the anchor gap level over here, you can see the price faced rejection over here, as well as here it faced rejection, here also it faced rejection, clearly signifying bearishness. And if you try to plot anchor gap level here, also the last swing downswing, you can see the market here facing rejection over here. This zone was very important, guys, as the market faced rejection towards both sides and clearly trying to head lower. This is how you could have traded, guys. This is how beautifully you could have traded in Nifty, expecting the market to go all the way to this zone. And you can see this kind of bullish momentum and with fair value gaps over here. You can see how beautifully the market took support over here and trying to head higher. So in case if you might have taken long position, you could have taken somewhere in this zone over here, keeping your stop loss just below that candle itself and trying to target all the way to this 200 moving average. Or if you try to plot the fib extinction levels, the common point between this to the common point between this to the common point between this, you can target the 1.68 level. Look at this, guys, how beautifully the market came all the way to 1.68 level. This is where you could have exited your long positions. This is one good scalping you could have taken. In Sensex also you could have made a decent amount of profit. And you can see how many times, and you could have seen under trendline liquidity also, guys. You can see how beautifully this trendline liquidity here clearly broken towards the downside. You can see after this impulsive momentum, the price took support over here, and here you could have entered targeting this profit. You could have almost 2 to 3x your capital as well. And you can see how beautifully you could have traded 1, 2, 3 beautiful setups, guys. Good sustain with very good profit. I hope my trade knowledge is helpful. I'll come up with trade analysis of this video as well. Hope you like, share, and comment. I hope my knowledge is helpful, guys. If you find it helpful, please try to share it with your friends and family, and keep supporting, guys. Thank you.